How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, where we are at the end of the prologue. We ended it last episode and we're jumping right into the first chapter. But I mean, it was really interesting because we learned about all the basic mechanics in a really fun and engaging way where it really gave us a lot of good story hooks. With the caper at the mayor's home and the strange mechanism at the tower implying the old old technologies that are kind of being rediscovered, and then the whole apparently a countrywide shakeup of an entire airship just going missing, and it just happens to be the one where our dad Cassius was on. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that fallout. So we're gonna see what the reaction is. And apparently it sounds like we're gonna try and walk our way to Bose, or potentially to figure out what's going on. I don't know, that's the impression I got. I don't know if we're actually gonna do that though, because I don't know, can we do that? I mean, they implied that we need to leave to go continue our bracer, we need to get more recommendations. So the implication is that the next step is to go on the road. Oh yeah, we were gonna wait for Cassius before we went to ask for permission. That's why I thought we were gonna be leaving. But now with him missing, I can't see any reason why we wouldn't go. Even if we could just try and find him. I doubt we can, but we could try. Anyway, enough about the chattering and the backup and all that stuff. We're going to jump right into it and see where we go from here. God, it's playing the sad music already. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. That sounds so good. I'll come down later. So why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. Well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold. The Wheel of Fortune card. Again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. Not surprising she didn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. What do you think about all of this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is top-class bracer. When it comes to the crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be stout walls to bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. Here she comes. Oh, what? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Of course. Why were we worried? Bon appetit. Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara. Don't just sit there too. You want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And it's 20 years old too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? Sorry, Estelle, I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Oh, right. I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuffed at the back of one of the drawers. Underwear? Oh, and a second gear for traveling, too. I mean, who knows how long we're going to be gone. So I figured as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. Naturally, she's just like, yep, let's go. So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck, waiting around just doesn't suit me. I'm gonna go check things out for myself. Oh, you really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you're coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all the airliner flights have been canceled until the Army finishes their search. Okay, so one airliner goes missing. The entire country shuts down. I kind of get it, because you don't want any more to go vanish until you figure out what the heck happened. And you don't want people freaking out thinking things are unsafe. But still, like, what's this going to do to the economy? Seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? Wonder how long that's going to take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Huh? Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Do you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Anya and have her pass my jobs to the guild to another member. Shara. We really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Cher's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Anya. Okay, so yeah, more or less what I thought. Chapter 1, Disappearance of the Linde. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Scheherazade taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Anya. Make good use of Reggie while I'm gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry. If things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grancel Brents. By the way, Scheherazade, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk to you about your job you were going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you 2 wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Sarah? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Alright. So, what is this gonna be about? Is it like maybe it's a memorial? Septian calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the Liberl royal family, Septim Church in Rolent City. Septian calendar 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days War when Rolent was bombed by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Okay, yeah. So it was just like built as like a centerpiece to the city. It was then destroyed during the 100 Days War. Septian calendar 1197, rebuilt with cooperation of the citizens of Rolent. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of the Rolent's people from this. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Cher shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey look, Joshua, we can see our house from here. You're right, I can see the roof. But you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. Uh-oh. I like this place, but I can't just casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mom died. What? Oh, dang. So she, like, literally died at the Cloud Tower. 10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Rolent, they bombarded the symbol of our city, the clock tower, to try to get the citizens to surrender. This was at a time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed the clock tower. And when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. Thatch, man. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place was being rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt like I can't be as strong as her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. But today's okay, right? Relying on her just this once? Asking her to bring Dad home safely? Asking her to protect him? Of course it is. Hug, hug, and don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. Come on, they're siblings. Give her a hug. She needs one. And if it happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you, you could do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua. I know I can't completely understand everything you've been going through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, I've always got mine. So... Huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would have totally misinterpreted your intentions just now. You are seriously the type who's gonna have problems with romantic relationships in the future. Oh, Stell. You know what? It's painting a clear picture that even if they're not acknowledging it, that Joshua has caught feelings for Estelle. And remember, adopted siblings, not technically wrong, still kind of weird, but, you know, not technically wrong. But, man, if that's true, you gotta feel for the man. I mean, she is just the definition of whoosh. Just straight over her head. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone's genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. Guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable. Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Cher's waiting for us. You're probably right. My gosh, Estelle. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad back home safe. I certainly hope that. Aw, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even felt a bit hot just thinking about it. Ugh, what's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbal camera to get a shot of that view. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. Kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked her to help watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection's equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety's pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shara?
Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time.
A troop?
Yeah, a troupe at traveling circus. Cher was the dancer. Although it was a long time ago when we first met, she came to Rolent with the circus. 12 years ago, to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of the chance encounter when I became a bracer, I trained under your father.
I didn't know that.
Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get the chance. Are you about ready to head out to Bose? With airliner flights canceled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll need to make our way to the Verta Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. Verta checkpoint is at the west end of the Milch Main Road. Looks like we're all set to go.
So that's the checkpoint that we went before. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we head out that way, and then we're heading out to Bose. Interesting. And then there's a whole bunch of areas. I'm guessing we're gonna head straight to Bose, and then we'll get missions that'll take us all over the Bose area. Okay. And then after that, we'll probably head to. I can see us heading to Rouen, and then Lys, and then ending in Grand Cell, which looks like the capital. Interesting. So like the country looks decently sized, but considering how like Rolent is a like quick half-day journey away from like Bose, like walking fast, like so not having carts or anything, I think an average like if like I'd say a like isn't like a jogging pace like 6 miles an hour? No. I don't know. 6 miles an hour seems fast. An hour and 20-minute mile. That would be like 3 miles an hour. So if you're walking at 3 miles an hour along a road, so it's not like hard, but it's gonna have ups and downs, so it's not gonna be like a flat plane. And it takes half a day of going 3 miles an hour. That's like we're going like based on like from sunrise to sunset during like the summer, we'll say. That's like 14 hours of daylight, so maybe 7 hours of walking. And assuming that you like eat on the go, don't just stop to sit and eat, and it takes half a day, then that means that Rolent to Bose can't be more than like, well, like 10, 20 miles? And if that's the case, then this entire nation is tiny. Because that's like, what, like a fourth of the entire like length of the nation. So that means like you could do from one end to the other in a long day's walk. That's like the size of like the map in like the game Oblivion or Skyrim. Actually, Skyrim I think is bigger because I think Skyrim took like 2 in-game days to cross usually. I don't know though. I never took it at a fast pace. I just kind of went for it. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see. Oh yeah, we already got this. We already read all that. Okay, so I want to go check some stores and talk to some people. Lately, my father-in-law has been giving me job advice. Coming from an industry veteran, there's a lot I can learn. Seems I've been pretty conceited over my work in the past. Feel pretty embarrassed about it now. That can happen though. Like you feel like you know everything. Yeah, sweet, letter carrier. There's a message. I'm looking for someone to deliver a personal letter to a colleague of mine in Bose. Please come see me at the Royal Chapel for details. Perfect. I'm glad I checked.
Oh, you haven't left yet? In order to reach Bose, you'll need to head west on the Milch Main Road. I'll contact the Bracer Guild branch to let them know you're coming. Make sure to be extra careful while you're away.
Alright. Let's see if there's anyone up here to talk to. Yeah, you're going to be taking over a lot of duties, my friend.
Shara, I heard you're taking those 2 and heading to Bose. Yep, that's right. Without Cassius, will I be able to handle the jobs? What are you babbling about? You're supposed to be a man, right? The work may be tougher to deal with while I'm gone, but I'm counting on you. Don't let me down.
I'll do my best. He's like, please don't be gone too long. Oh, hey, Joshua and Estelle. What's the baggage? Actually, we're... Estelle and Joshua filled Elgar in on the details. Cassius says, what? And that's why you're heading to Bose. Of all people, I can't imagine anything happening to him. Yeah, I'm under the same impression. Which is why we're off to Bose to check on things. Just sitting around would hardly make us feel better. Understandable. That's just like you kids do. Well, with Shahar's not tagging along, I suppose there's nothing to be worried about. Good luck, and be careful out there. We will. I clicked too early there, but it's okay.
Hello there. Well, tell me everything. How's work? Going well?
I don't know if I have the heart to tell her what's going on this time.
Same here. She'd probably cry herself to sleep if we did.
Alright. Off we go. I probably should stock up on food too anyway. Well, that's an awful lot of baggage you have. Off on vacation, are you? Where are you heading?
Ah, well, it's not a pleasure trip. We're heading to Bose for a bit.
Bose, you say? The airliners have been grounded. Don't tell me you're planning to walk the foot the whole way. That's right, we are. We've been told the trip's doable. It's true, it's not far, but that's not close either. Must be tough being a bracer. Your preparations in order? Do take care of yourselves. Being in Bose is an emergency city, you know. I haven't been there in a long while myself, though. Went there several times in the past to learn how to run a business, and it was an illuminating experience.
Are you going on a trip with all that luggage? Let me know if you find anyone there who might be a good bride for my son. I'll fly over there to meet them in person.
That's interesting. All right, so let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and read the Liberl news now, just so I don't forget. Liberl news issue 2. All right, breaking story: disappearance of the Linde. Gone without trace. Where could it be? Yesterday afternoon, the airliner Linde vanished over the East Bose airspace while en route to Rolent. An exhaustive overnight search conducted by the Royal Army yields no clues to its whereabouts, leaving all parties baffled. In response to the incident, the Army has declared all airliner flights canceled until further notice. That's a picture of it, okay. Fate of the Linde passengers unknown. The Liberl Orbal Corporation reports that 17 were aboard Linde at the time of its departure, including both passengers and crew. Family members of the missing persons are understandably concerned, but remain hopeful. Probability of accident is low, says expert. Central Factory Chief Murdoch proclaims, our orbital engineers are sturdy and reliable. The chance of an engine failure is virtually nil. I do not believe an accident to have occurred. Rumors and theories about. Was it a conspiracy perpetuated by the Royal Army and the covert mercenary force comprised of Jaegers? Perhaps it was a plot to kidnap the passengers and hold them for ransom. Some have even suggested the Linde came under attack by the last living ancient dragon. No matter what anyone may have heard, it's all just speculation at this point, as no real evidence has yet been found. The Royal Army is investigating a possible connection between this incident and the recent burglaries at Bose, but thus far, no information on any such connection has been released. In fact, no information has been released at all, due to Army regulations prohibiting the dissemination of intelligence to the general public, a policy that I'm sure we'd all like to see repealed. Alright, interesting. So, they're trying to say there could be a connection with the Sky Raiders that we encountered, but you've got to remember, they were here doing their shenanigans when the Linde went missing. So, I don't think they're involved. But unless they're part of a larger organization that could have been involved. But even then, I'm guessing it has a lot more to do with the mission that he went up to do. Like, what if he went up north hearing rumblings of potentially something going down, potential like invasion, for instance. He goes up there, he gets evidence, and he tries to make it back to be able to make his report. But then the ship gets targeted and taken out by the Empire, who doesn't want information leaked. Trouble is though, like if he had such valuable information, why wouldn't he turn it in at Bose? Did he maybe, if it was an information problem, did he not trust the people there? Or was it a more personal note? Like, was he coming back to Rolent to get us and maybe spirit us away? Did he think we were in imminent danger or something? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Anyway, society, crystals stolen, and daring robbery. A group of unknown individuals recently broke into the Rolent mayor's house to steal a septum crystal that was left in his possession. Local bracers came to the rescue and managed to recover the stolen item, but the culprits are still at large. Thankfully, no harm came to the mayor or his family during the incident. We deeply regret the criminals' escape, said the Rolent Bracer representative, but please know that we of the Bracers Guild did everything in our power to apprehend them and will continue the pursuit for however long it takes. And then culture. Burying ancient sites. The Rolent region and Esmela's Tower. Oh, look, there's the picture. The Esmela's Tower lies a few hundred 100 slag to the north of Rolent City, along the Malga Trail. Its turquoise-green visage is the only real landmark for as far as the eye can see. Counting as one of the 4 tetracycle towers, its purpose is still shrouded in mystery to this day. Its exciting location is as old as Liberl itself. A modern research utilizing the latest orbal technology is expected to answer a few questions about this eerie structure while posing still others. Cool. That's fun that we actually were featured there. I'm again, like, you guys have made it pretty clear I should continue to look for stuff like that. And look, here's a book. He didn't have a book for sale, did he? I don't think I saw anything else. Oh, I didn't want to go here. Yeah, I don't see any books or anything. And it's not something I'd find on a bookshelf, right? Yeah, like, I don't know. Piece of septum my dad was asked to engrave for the mayor finally arrived. This is the first time I've ever seen a splendid piece of Esmelas. My dad's doing the etchings on it right now. I have to compare when it comes to that kind of detail work my dad can do on Septium. Alright, I want to see if we can unlock any slots for anybody. So Estelle's almost fully operational. And hers is already pretty open as well. Okay. So not yet. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. That Septium from the mayor finally arrived. Now, this is one of the finest crystals, I'll tell you. And I hear it's even going to be a present to Her Majesty the Queen. It's been a while since I've been this excited to do a job, that's for sure. This is something I dare not leave up to Freddy to handle. Papa! I'm only 7 years old. Yeah, I'm sure you are. His name's Fate. What an interesting name. Well, I guess Uni won't be able to live under my roof forever. Maybe I should start looking for a husband for my daughter right now, like Rion's mother's looking for him. Oh, I don't know, but... She's 7! You don't need to find a wife for someone who's 7! A husband, I mean. Or wife, you know, whatever floats her boat.
Recently, my husband and father have started opening up to each other. I'm so glad. There's nothing better than having a warm, loving family. I guess it was worth all the trouble I went through to lecture my father about family relations.
I hope so. Or maybe they're uniting and, like, trying to avoid you. That could be the joke. Daddy's here! He just came home. He even said he would play with me later. Yay! Well, if it isn't the 2 bracers from the other day. Wait, you're the mine chief from the Malga. I want you to know you really helped me out the other day. The monster scare had finally settled down, too. So I was finally able to make it home for the first time in a while. Things are much more relaxing at home, that's for sure. Alright, and you?
My husband finally came home from the mine. Wonder how many days it's been since he was here before now. My daughter's ecstatic, and I've prepared a wonderful meal to celebrate. It's been a while since we've eaten together as a family.
Can you imagine? That'd be so hard. It'd be so hard to be, like, estranged from your family. Not even that far away, but, like, just unable to, like, step away from work even a little bit. Estelle Joshua, you really heading to Bose? I should have guessed you'd know. You're always one of the first to hear everything. There's a little something we need to check on, so that's why we're heading to Bose.
Not only is Cassius gone, but you 2 are leaving.
Aw, I want to tag along. Joshua, take me with you. I don't think that would be a good idea. But I'm concerned about the other incidents happening. I get so worried. Interesting.
I waffled back and forth for a bit, but in the end I decided to go with him to the Queen's birthday celebration as a couple. My mother's already going with her friends. I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to go with him. The Rose City's like a huge metropolis, right? The course and lamps of the sleepless city, the elegant grand cell castle resting silently in the lakefront, the endless coming and going of people, the energy and excitement from the shops lining the streets, the festival parade and fireworks. I get so excited just thinking about it. And to think I'll actually be going. I'm so excited I could hardly even say it.
Armand, yes! I invited her to the Queen's birthday celebration and she said yes! I'm gonna have a great part-time job to save up some cash. Yeah, so he sees it as a date. I think she just sees it as a chance to go to the city. Oh well. Alright. Creepy lady isn't being super creepy. She's just talking to her cat. Which is oddly not the creepiest thing that she's done. Crunch, smack, slurp. Chew, chew, chew. Munch, munch, munch. That reminds me, I saw a boss in here in town. Better be careful so you don't catch me ditching work. Yeah, you better.
Yesterday, I saw something flying away to the south. It was too big to be a bird, so it makes me wonder what it was.
Those old eyes couldn't be playing tricks on me, though. It was the airship, I'm thinking.
That reminds me. I heard the mayor's place got robbed.
Breaking into a mayor's home of all places. Now, that's what I call bold. I'm just glad nobody was hurt. It reminds me. I heard the mayor's... Oh, yeah, we already heard that one. Alright, let's talk to server girl.
If it isn't Estelle and Joshua, what's with all the baggage? Actually...
Estelle explained they were heading to Bose.
Oh, I see. I'd be worried too if I were in your shoes. You should probably get going then. Waiting around certainly isn't your style.
You're right. I'll be going then. It appears a new menu is being well received. A menu that Alyssa thought up as especially popular. I might as well hire a new waitress and get Alyssa to help me in the kitchen full time. That's an interesting idea. Because that's the girl I was just talking to, right? Like her. Yeah.
Joshua, make sure to support Estelle, okay?
I've made up my mind. I'm going to believe the man my daughter chose to marry. I'm sure he'll work hard to be independent to make a daughter happy. Maybe I'll just see what I can do to help him out. Wow, that's good. I'm glad he's made progress there. Oh, are you off somewhere? Here's all the airline flights have been canceled, so...
Yep, that's why we're heading to Bose on foot.
There are some things we want to investigate there. Ah, so something to do with work. Forgive me for not being aware of the situation. Have a safe trip. Oh, nope, I don't want to rest. Yep, doesn't look like anyone else is here now the burglar girl's gone. Not that we knew, like, she definitely caught me off guard. Like, I thought there was something odd about her, but I thought she was going to become, like, a party member. I didn't think she was going to be, like, part of a theft ring. Well, good morning, everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere?
Yeah, just over to Bose.
Is that so? Then in that case, could I ask a favor? I had wanted to send Father Holstein a letter, but the airliners are grounded. So how about it? Can I get you to deliver this letter while you're there in Bose? Absolutely.
Sure, we'll do it. It shouldn't be a problem since the letter's not that big to begin with.
I really appreciate this. All right, then. Here you are. So that's all we need to do is get the letter to Father Holstein in Bose, right? Yes. Chapel's on the east side of the Bose city, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Traveling around other regions and broadening your knowledge of foot is food for the mind. I pray the goddess will guide you on your journey. Sweet.
I taught the children about the Bracer Guild in our last lesson. Luke was especially attentive. I guess for young boys, braces are like heroes.
I mean, yeah, we kind of are heroes, though. We, like, go and slay monsters. Like, isn't that the definition of a hero? I've checked all the shops. I've talked to everybody. Think we're ready to go. All right, so we take the road out to town towards the bridge, and we cross the Bose. We're gonna head straight there, effectively. I'm guessing that's gonna be the majority of today's trip, is just heading to Bose. All right, well, goodbye, city. Good luck. Off to see the wizard, or just to head down the road, really. Yep, this is the right way. Maybe we should stop by Prozel Farm and go say bye to them. Just because... Oh, we also want to... There's also that chest that I didn't ever collect. Just because, like, I wasn't strong enough and then I totally forgot it. It was under a tree of some kind. Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. This should be a piece of cake. There we go.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Finally. Found Topaz Talisman. You open the empty chest and stare inside. The chest stares back accusingly. Yeah, that's right. I know I did.
Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, you here in business with the guild? The work of the bracer can't be easy, that's for sure. Don't overdo things. Moderation is key. Are you going somewhere, Joshua?
Yeah, seems I'm heading to the Bose region next door.
Will you be back soon?
Probably won't be anytime soon.
Joshua, I'll be waiting for you. So will you come and play with us again?
Yes, I promise.
Yay!
Aw, that was cute. After the airliners were built, we started receiving orders from various regions, but we're having trouble just keeping on top of them. I'm overjoyed as far as business goes, but I need to figure out a way to deal with things. All right. Yeah, just kind of came by to say hi to everybody.
Dara started helping out around the farm, so I'm really bored. Maybe I should try helping out on the farm too. Hey guys, what's with the packs? Well, it turns out we're heading to Bose. Bose? But I heard the airliners have stopped flying. Does that mean you're going to head there on foot?
It seems that way.
We'll be fine. I've heard it's not that long a distance. When it comes to jobs, I guess Bracer is the one that's supposed to be easy. Anyway, take care of yourselves.
All right. We got and said hi to everybody here. So real quick, before I wrap up being here, I just wanted to say, like, I did a little bit of restructuring of orbals. Like, it was kind of something you guys mentioned. I pointed out something that the Scheherazade has, like, access to wind, and it looks like Mirage. I don't know if there's any others that she has, and I'm not entirely sure how you can just tell. Like, maybe it lists it here. It'd be nice to be able to know just so I can check it, but as far as I can tell... Oh, okay. The wearer's attacks and defense will become Earth-based. I wonder if that's what that is. No, I don't know. But regardless of that, I've now switched Estelle over to Earth and Water Stones, just because it gives her, like, we get, like, more access to different things, although we, like, because it gives Scheherazade the aerial, like, big, swirly one. And Joshua, being Joshua, still has his. But should be good, and I'm sure I'll get more orbals to work with in the future. But I just wanted to cover that in a spot that I was pretty sure wouldn't be edited away. Fine, fine, you want to fight? We gotta fight. What the fetch is that? Those look new. Dang it. Alright, so they're gonna be hard to hit, it looks like. They run away. It did nothing. What are these things?
Someone's been naughty.
There we go. Hit the stupid thing.
Oh, are we done already?
Whoa. What the heck was that? 20. Holy crap! Dude, that was awesome! It took everything I had, but I got it. That was, ooh. Oh, I have to keep an eye out for those things. It takes like one of those super strikes to get them down, but you know, that was very plainly worth it. Holy crap, what was that? Menus popped up in a weird way. Hello there, you heading for Bose? We are, but how do you know we weren't just visiting again? Well, a number of people like yourselves have been passing through lately. Especially more than usual. Is it because the flights have been suspended over the airspace? That's exactly what happened. You won't believe how busy this place is because of it.
Well, the Royal Army is responding to all the restriction flights, so you're really not in a position to complain.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Oh, and another thing. Traffic through this checkpoint is also being regulated. If you want to go through here, you'll have to get a pass from the chief warrant officer next door. Okay. Makes sense. I don't want, like, the confusion to lead to a bunch of, like, random stuff happening, unaccounted for reversals. Oh, it isn't Estelle, and Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. And it is Jeherza, if I remember correct, right?
Good afternoon, sir. We'd like to cross over to the Bose region, and we were wondering about getting a pass.
Let me guess. Has something to do with Linde, does it? Yeah. Estelle explained that Cassius was aboard the missing airliner. Goodness, Cassius was aboard. This is major. I'll issue the pass right away. Receive the gate pass. Thank you, sir. But is it alright for you to issue us a pass just like this? What are you talking about? I know you kids by face. As a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. Oh, but one other thing. Huh? Be careful if you have any errands in the Hacken Gate north of here. You might want to hide your identities as bracers there. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can't say more about the matter. But if you do intend to investigate the incident, please do so with discretion. I pray for adios for Cassius' safe return. Weird. Okay, that's implying something interesting. Why would we have to hide what we are? Like, from what I can tell, like, being a bracer is, like, a truly, like, commendable, respected position. Since joining the army, this is the first time I've ever been so busy in my life. Guess there's no time to be finished fishing or reading books. I just bought this book, but I can give it to you. The chief would be livid if he caught me with it. Okay. Carnelia Chapter 2. That's exactly the book I was wondering about getting. Dang, I'm lucky I just talked to him. You gotta talk to everybody, don't you? Alright, train station.
Hello there, Toby. You come at just the right time.
Greeting me with these words, Mitch shuffled slightly to his seat behind the counter. The baked confection he'd been eating was ever so carefully placed atop his lap to prevent it from falling onto the floor. He smacked both of his powdered, sugar-covered hands together with a clap, and a cloud of white particles puffed in the air. The smell of sweet spice and baked apple pervaded the dimly lit shop. We had an item drop off no more than a few minutes ago, he continued. Turning in his seat, Mitch reached back and snatched up something wrapped in old magazine paper from off the shelf, tossing it to me. Knowing full well I wouldn't get any sort of answer, I asked anyway.
What do we have this time?
Laying out my railway and airship tickets. Mitch ignored my question and said, "Make sure to get this gets the same place as always." In a slow drawl, he added, "It would be in your best interest to keep your involvement to a minimum by leaving the business side of things to me, focusing solely on getting the job done, Toby." He leaned back in his chair and let out a deep sigh, the balls of his fingers kneading the bags under his eyes. Then once again, his large hand extended down toward the unattended cake resting on his leg. Before the sweet treat could reach his watering mouth, I had already made my way out the door of his tiny shop. As I walked, the waste paper bundled package bounced around inside the folds of my bag. By the feel of its shape and weight as it beat steadily against my side, I concluded the object in my possession was probably just more swag. It didn't make me nervous not to know what it was I was carrying, for I had done this type of job many times before. And no matter what kind of trouble I found myself wrapped up in, I'd always somehow managed to come out unscathed. In truth, my experience on the job had made me tough, and I had become well versed in the art of orbal magic. So it was that when I laid my eyes on the rough-looking trio at the station, I felt no more knots of uneasiness in the pit of my stomach than was necessary for someone of my abilities. The platform for the train bound for Liberl was bustling with passengers awaiting eventual arrival. Seeing that the benches were so crammed full of people that they could very well have been a tin of packed sardines, I resigned myself to standing near the entrance. As I patiently waited for the train to come in,
Twisting my body in order to move the bag to my other shoulder, I noticed the figures of two men. Heads bent together, conversing in an audible tone, they stood just beyond the ticket gate, right about where the horse's head of the imperial emblem lay embedded in the ground as a grand mosaic of tiles. After a short interim, another man approached and joined in the conversation. From my own perspective, this was one ragtag group I most certainly couldn't have given a passing grade based on looks. All three were extremely well built, and sported the same haircut. To put it mildly, they stuck out in the crowd like a bunch of sore thumbs. Making sure to avoid eye contact with them as I glanced in my direction, I slung my bag back onto my shoulder and ever so calmly reached my hand into the pocket and ran the tips of my fingers across the surface of my orbment. A woman's voice reverberated within the walls of the station, notifying the passengers that the train had arrived. The low rumble of an orbal engine could be felt in the distance, and after a few moments, a large vehicle was seen rolling up on the shoulder. I muttered to myself, all is well. But the sound of my voice was drowned out by the din of a massive machine, brakes screeching and a flash of black lights reflected off the surface of the giant iron beast as it came sliding in across the rails. The immense vibration of the air emanating from the moving locomotive at its epicenter let me know that the orbital engine had been put to its full reverse in order to decelerate and bring the train to a grinding halt. While being shoved to and fro by the waves of impatient travelers flooding out of the waiting area, I was swept toward one door of the passenger car. As we passed by the conductor, I caught another glimpse of the ticket gate. The men who were once there were now gone, and the only thing that remained was the profile of the horse made of glossy tiles, glaring back at me in a shade of deep crimson. Interesting. So it's a courier story gone wrong. That's fun. All right, we got one. Hand over the gate pass. Oh, that was quick. Okay then, how about I open the gate for you? The soldier opened the gate by remote control. All right, you're clear to go on through. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross. Got it. All right, well, this is our last chance to say goodbye. All right, let's go. To Bose. Let's say hi to these guys. Hi, you heading for Bose? We're currently in a state of emergency. We're looking for any suspicious individual among those heading from Bose to Rolent. Interesting. So they're looking for people going from Bose to Rolent. The Easian Road, which runs up north of the East Bose Highway, is blockaded right now. For those heading to the north border, they have to go through Bose first, and then wait until the road reopens. So why would they be looking for people from Bose to Rolent? Like this stretch. It's an interesting place to be worried about an airship. Alright, so there's some monsters over here. Whoa, look at that thing. Let's kill it. I'm guessing you're gonna explode or something. Let's see how we fare. So far, great. Oh no. Okay. Alright. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. But they divide with the same health. So these guys are really important to rush. Now I wonder if they divide every turn, because that could get messy fast if you fight more than one of them. Alright, well, that's good to know. Yeah, preemptive strikes. What the fetch is that? It's like a mushroom snake. Wait, I should be looking at their info. Good grief, what am I doing? Okay, first off. A Mad Roper. Looks like it's weak to fire and wind. A tentacle monster that wafts through the air, divides after being wounded. And then a mushroom snake. It is a mushroom snake! Monster inhabiting woodlands hunts with a poisonous fangs may call for backup. There it goes.
Oh, are we done already?
What is that thing? It's like a mole. A mold bug. All right. Halo mole. Okay. A monster inhabiting hard bedrock. Its massive claws boast incredible strength. Thank you. Finally. Joshua's been disappointing me.
That's that then. Let's move out.
We're not even getting much experience for this. I probably shouldn't hunt down. Like, I'm probably gonna avoid. Like, I just want to at least. Hello. Okay. So, well, this is a monster we can exterminate. Can I exterminate it early and then turn it in? Might as well try. All right, bring it on! Oh no. That's not one. That's a lot. Excuse me? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so that worked. Magic got through. Oh my gosh! Run! Retreat! We will come back for you.
What's that heading this way?
Uh-oh. It's a truck. Well, if it isn't Scheherazade, how have you been?
Fine. Haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to?
As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. I'm sure you've heard about all the airliners being grounded after the Linde incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all this cargo to the Royal City by ground transport.
I see. Well, your efforts are appreciated.
So, how about yourself? What are you doing with these youngsters? Don't tell me you're looking into the incident.
That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of?
Well, I think it would be best if you spoke with Lucron about it at the Bose branch. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later. Okay. No one wants to talk about it. That does not bode well for what's going to be coming.
There's Mr. Ashton, not him. Everyone keeps hinting at something, but nobody will come out and say it. Wonder what's up.
Well, there must be a good reason for it, and we'll probably find our answer on the Bose branch.
Agreed. We do as you suggest and Lundgren about it. We'll just get a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving.
All right. What the fetch is that thing? All right. Wisdom. Floating monster from the Bose region, extremely dangerous, uses powerful arts. Has a lot of health, too. Oh, boy. Ah!
I'm sorry.
We're running! Yeah, we fled, because... Bitch, that was just horrifying. Hacking Gate and Bose. So don't go to Hacking Gate yet. They definitely said don't do that. Well, the roads here were pretty sketchy. Bose North Block. Look at that.
We finally made it here. This is the commercial city of Bose, which sits at the heart of the Bose region. Wow, this definitely looks like a city.
Of the 5 major cities in Liberl, this one comes next to the Royal City. Compared to Rolent, the buildings are all made of stone and seem a lot bigger.
Does anyone here have any idea that huge building over there is? That's the Bose Market. It's an indoor marketplace made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sundry goods, furniture, books, and so on. You can pretty much buy everything here with the exception of weapons and ornaments.
It's not surprising they call this place a commercial city. Man, I really wish this trip could have been for more shopping. Maybe some other time. Let's first stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident.
Oh, right. Just so you know, the Bracers Guild is right over there.
But I think we're going to go ahead and end here for today. I know not a lot happened, but we got the Bose. We'll leave all the exciting revelations for next week. but a lot of prep went into that. Fought some scary monsters that absolutely destroyed me. I've been humbled again. I was getting a little hot-headed for my talent and skill, and so I'm ready to accept some new challenges, buy some new equipment, and just get ready to hit the ground running. So, hope you guys will be ready for that next week. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and everyone just being a part of the channel. It means the world to me. Thank you, especially to the patrons who are going out of their way to help support this content, helping me so I can make more content more often. Because of you, I'm even playing this series, so thank you so much. I hope to continue to be worthy of any support you feel willing to send my way, but regardless of that, this being here is more than enough, so thank you. And until the next video, watch me up, see me next. I'll see you there.